listening to an encore presentation of The Kevin Jackson Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It is The Kevin Jackson Show. Our subject for today is hypocrisy. And I should have talked about this yesterday after the Golden Globes, but I didn't. So we'll cover that today. But hypocrisy, you guys know who Robin Williams was. He said this. He says, for me, comedy starts as a spew, a kind of explosion, and then you sculpt it from there, if at all. It all comes out of a deeper, darker side. Maybe it comes from anger, because I'm outraged by cruel absurdities, the hypocrisy that exists everywhere, even within yourself, where it's hardest to see. And that's the way I sum up leftism. They can't. The unfortunate thing is most of the time they can't laugh at themselves. But what you do, if you grow, when you learn and grow, you look at yourself and you say, boy, that's hypocritical. I have to change that. I can't be that way because I'm being a hypocrite. Because anything else is a rationalization of that, that bad thing that you are. By the way, if you want to get a hold of us, 844-551-8255, KJRadio.com. Hypocrisy. Now, look, I don't watch the leftist TV. I don't watch the Grammys and the Emmys and all that other stuff, and I didn't watch the Golden Globes. And I doubt you did either. But if you watched it, and the only piece that I've actually seen, I watched some clips. I watched Natalie Portman say, and the male winner for Best Actor is. All it is, it was a division between man and woman. It was a division between black and white. And I'm going to get to Oprah's clips here in a bit. But it was nothing more than Hollywood putting on a show saying, look at all the stuff that we see that's negative about this country, that for the record is nonsense. Natalie Portman acts as if women can't be best directors. Sure they can. But if they can't, who do you blame? You going to blame Donald Trump? You're going to blame the conservative movement. Who runs Hollywood? Men. Leftist. Who's allowed all the sexual abuse that's gone on in Hollywood for decades to happen? Leftist. This isn't something that some conspiracy between the conservative movement, Donald Trump, and a bunch of other people that says, ooh, we're going to make sure that people understand how that is. We don't do anything. In fact, I don't even support Hollywood. I've abandoned them. I don't know what good movies are. They're like the NFL. I don't watch it. I don't want to know what's out. The only time I will even look at something from Hollywood is if it has a conservative in the film. And then I look at how many it has before I decide if I'm going to go see it. That's it. Other than that, I don't even care. So she gets up there, Natalie Portman. Well, there's not any. One of the buzz before the Golden Globes was that there were no women nominated for Best Director. Okay, were there women nominated for Best Woman in such and such, Best Actress? Because there's another contradiction. I thought we were beyond gender roles. Wait a minute. Somebody get me the memo. I didn't think we could be looking at people as men or women. I thought we just looked at them as these amorphous beings that got awards. Why suddenly, when it's all males that are up for Best Director, then it's all men who Best Male, Best Director. Shouldn't she go to prison? I thought Jerry Brown said if you use pronouns in California, you go to prison now. What happened to that? They are nothing but hypocritical, contradictory in every way, shape, or form, disingenuous to their rotten cores. They go in these gowns that cost $5,000, $10,000, gowns that could feed kids for weeks, gowns that could be down payments on houses, suits and such. The pomp and circumstance involved in that event could save people from losing their mortgages. They could prevent suicides with what they do in that, from people struggling day to day. And they get up there and suddenly they care about the world. And what are they doing? They're giving themselves a bunch of trophies that are meaningless in the scheme of things. Meaningless. He's got 5 of this or 3 of this particular one or whatever. Good for you. It isn't enough that you get a fat paycheck. It isn't enough that you get to do something that you love. It isn't enough. I mean, I could go on in the ways that this type of creativity and this things they could create. And you know what they do? They create drivel. They create nonsense. Look, I'm not going to tell you that Hollywood can't entertain us. They absolutely can. And I love the minds that are there when they're using it for good, when they're trying to make you laugh, when they're trying to elicit an emotion in you that maybe you haven't felt in a while, or something that they jog, a memory for you through some movie that they make or something that they say. It's amazing to watch. That creative process is something we do at the Black Sphere team every day. And I love watching it. But I don't do it maliciously. I don't do it with the idea that my agenda, I do it with the idea of learning. If we go into this thing and we say, here's a concept, now let's learn from it. They don't. They have agendas. They write the agenda into the film. We will write in gay sex. We will write in women empowerment as if it doesn't exist. We will write in white suppressing blacks. We will, they write these things in not with that it follows a storyline, that it's meaningful to us, that everybody can learn from it. They write it in with the idea of this is going to be in your face. This is what you're going to accept, yada, yada. And that's my problem with them. And they are so wrong. And you know how you know they're so wrong? They won't discuss it. See, I know I'm right in the subjects of politics and the things that we discuss here and what's really plaguing America. I know I'm right. But you know what I'm willing to do? I'm willing to put that on the line. I'm willing to have somebody go, Kevin, I challenge you on your ideas around DACA. I challenge you on your ideas around immigration in general. I challenge you on these ideas because I'm not a hypocrite about them. And look, DACA doesn't apply to me. I was born in this country. And I get it. There are people out there going, you don't understand. You didn't come over here with your parents. You're exactly right. I was born here. I was fortunate enough to have my DNA assembled on terra firma in America. But that doesn't mean I don't understand your plight. I'm going to go into that in a little bit more detail because I was having a discussion with a young black friend of mine, a conservative, and he was a girl said to him, well, unless you have a uterus, you don't understand the plight of women. And I said, that's the biggest crock of nonsense that I've ever heard, except the hypocrisy that I see in Hollywood each and every day. So we're going to dissect the Golden Globes. We're going to do that.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.